In this video, I will be sharing with you 14 compliment monster summer fragrances by different lasting powers from 2 hours to 16 hours plus. So based on which situation you need, you can choose one of these fragrances. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I'm talking about fragrances. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notifications by my new uploads. Let's jump on the list. Let's start by 2 to 3 hours lasting complimented summer fragrances. In this power range, I can say my most complimented fragrance is Adidas Ice Dive. Like the name, it smells very refreshing, cooling and icy. I can catch a lot of mint here, not that much heavy on the citruses, slightly sweet, by such a great natural smelling anis. 2-3 hours is power of this fragrance in terms of longevity. Projection is soft and very inoffensive first hour. Very great fragrance for gym situation and one of my most complimented fragrances for gym, I can say. Adidas Ice Dive. After this we have 3 to 4 hours lasting fragrances. In this power range, my most complimented fragrance is L'Homme in the Navy by Jean-Paul Gaultier. So this is at the first hour, I can say at the first 40 minutes. To be honest, this fragrance is a compliment god, a compliment monster, especially from ladies. This is a lady killer beast, but you cannot expect more than 3-4 hours longevity and more than 40 minutes projection and sillage by this one. Scent profile of this fragrance is fresh, minty and sweet by such a high quality ambergris, but not that much concentrated. It will not last you more than 3-4 hours. L'Homme in the Navy. Next, we have 4 to 5 hours lasting complimenting fragrances. Which fragrance is the most complimented fragrance in this power range? Based on my experiences, Versace Roma, hands down. Actually, Versace Roma lasts longer, but I mean performance. The time that fragrance can get you compliments, reactions is 4-5 hours. By first hour, soft projection. Scent of the fragrance is citrusy aquatic. It starts citrusy and at the dry end is more aquatic and less citrusy. So Versace Roma at 4-5 hours, one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. 5 to 6 hours, very crowded and difficult category. I mean, I have I know a lots of great heavy hitters by this lasting power. I couldn't choose one, but I will go by these two: Dior Cologne or Prada L'Homme Rossa Carbon. These are very great complimenters by this lasting power, 5-6 hours. Ladies love both of these fragrances so much. I cannot say to both of these fragrances very unique, but both are very great, crazy compliment monster. Dior Cologne is sour, citrusy and slightly green. Prada L'Homme Rossa Carbon is metallic, peppery, lavender, slightly citrusy. Both of these fragrances are monster in terms of compliments. Choose one of these, I couldn't. The most complimented 6 to 7 hours lasting fragrance without any doubt is King YEDP, hands down. Scent of the fragrance is gingery, citrusy, mostly in the gingery side. This is very sour and I can say fizzy, effervescent, in the same time sweet, but I believe if you are not into sweet fragrances, you can like this one. This is not that sweet, by a hint of dark notes at the base. This freshy, darky type of fragrance and a compliment god at first hour and a half. YEDP. Most complimented 7 to 8 hours lasting summer fragrance. I was going to mention Stronger With You Freeze here, just only because I didn't want to put any cologne or copy fragrances on the list, but I believe it is not fair not to mention this fragrance only because it is a cologne, because Stronger With You Freeze is not a better complimenter compared to this one. Armaf Club de Nuit Milestone. It is a cologne of Milestone Imperial by House of Creed. Performs better than that fragrance. It's way cheaper, $50 for 105 ml. Lasts easily 7-8 hours on me and such a great compliment that at first 2 hours. It smells fruity, aquatic, salty and slightly powdery floral because of iris. Armaf Club de Nuit Milestone. For 8 to 9 hours, most complimented fragrance, I have here L'Homme Ultime. When I say 8 to 9 hours to this fragrance, it is not, for example, like Dior Sauvage, Dilan Blue, 8 to 9 hours intensely smelling there. It is on its own way, 8 to 9 hours, like softly, cloudy, inoffensive 8 to 9 hours. You can catch some waves even after 8-9 hours by this fragrance. projection is 2 hours. You're gonna get compliments at first 2-3 hours by this one, based on my experiences. This is one of the best masculine rose based fragrances out there. It is all about ginger, rose, slightly citruses, aquatic notes, and ambroxan. For 9 to 10 hours, I was not expecting by first impression such a performance than this fragrance, this cloudy and thin smelling type of fragrance. I'm talking about Prada L'Homme. Scent of fragrance is floral, bright, powdery, dominated iris note here. I can catch carrot seeds, sandalwood, very, I can say, inoffensive, soft, woody and floral type of fragrance. I really like a stance of this fragrance because mostly summer fragrances are aquatic, fresh, green, fruity, or mix of these notes together. This one is nothing like the other fragrances. This is floral, bright, powdery and sweet by a very different style, I can say. Atmosphere of this fragrance is sexy, luxury and seductive. Fragrances have different atmosphere, situation, purposes. Some are great for gym, some for job interview and so on. This one is very great for date situations and close encounters, especially with ladies. So in the brief, I can say this is a long lasting fragrance, but this is not a beast mode fragrance. Will last on you, will project on you, but very cloudy and soft. 10 to 11 hours lasting complimenting fragrances. I have here 3 fragrances, 3 heavy hitters. Compliment monster, the best in the market right now. I couldn't choose any of these, but I believe you cannot go wrong by any of these fragrances. Dior Sauvage, Versace L'Homme, Acqua Profumu. 10 to 12 hours plus is also okay for this one, I can say that. Acqua Profumu is herbal, aquatic, incensey. Versace L'Homme is earthy, peppery, aquatic by incense notes. Dior Sauvage is citrusy, peppery, ambroxany. Both of these fragrances are heavy on ambroxan. This one is not ambroxan, it is incensey. You cannot go wrong by any of these fragrances. All are very great complimenters. You decide. 11 to 12 hours plus lasting complimenting monster. Nothing can be better than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or Intense Eau de Parfum. Like the name, it smells intensely. It is herbal, bitter, slightly citrusy. I can find drops of citruses at the back. And woody. You're gonna get 3-4 hours big projection and sillage by this fragrance. At the first 2 hours is room filler by such a great complimenting factor. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or Intense. For 12 to 13 hours lasting complimenting title, I have 1 fragrance only in my collection in terms of getting compliments by this power range, hands down Rasasi Hawas. This fragrance is sweet, aquatic, fruity like plum, apple, and spicy like cardamom and cinnamon. Very friendly, sweet, aquatic and potent, loud type of fragrance by such a great musky dry down. You're gonna get 3 hours great projection and sillage out of this bottle. First hour is on a steroid, is screaming and loud. Second hour is fair and noticeable, I can say. Absolutely, this fragrance is one of my most complimented fragrances in the entire collection, especially from ladies. I can say this is one of those lady killer summer fragrances. 13 to 14 hours plus lasting complimenting summer fragrance is Montserrat Cedrat Boise. I can hear about reformulations, but you know it is difficult for me to purchase every year newer batches of the fragrances only because of testing new performance. This one is 2017 batch and lasts on me easily 14 hours plus. Scent of the fragrance is citrusy, sweet, creamy, leathery by tons of patchouli. Montserrat Cedrat Boise. 14 to 15 hours plus lasting complimenting summer fragrance. Very difficult to find. I have here 1. Acqua Viva from House of Profumum Roma. Looks like cooking oil. Very concentrated, oily, 40% oil concentration. Scent of the fragrance is woody, bitter, fizzy, zesty, citrusy by hint of cypressy green notes at the background. Lasts on me easily 15-16 hours plus, but projection is not as great as longevity by this fragrance. 15 to 16 hours plus. I didn't like it. 15 to next day, I can say. Without further ado, Rasasi Shaghaf, hands down. This is a loud and on a steroid synthetic smelling type of fragrance. It is floral, aquatic, extremely sweet and woody. That was today's video, guys. Thank you for spending time with me. If you liked, I hope you did, give a thumbs up. It means a lot for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. And if you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you. See you in another video.